Today, I think we should cover something that should have been done a while ago. I'm going to explain how I make builds, even though things are random with this specific realm. If you are new, this is probably going to seem daunting, but don't despair. This is what I think most higher-level players do for the insane builds you see. Do keep in mind, I am not an expert on what's extremely strong. I like to make things that are less likely to be known. I'm a theory crafter at heart. Without further ado, let's start off by saying that you'll want at least 1,000 scrolls of fortune and a specification that's empty or untouched. You get 20 different specifications on the menu, and they are like having another character. Or think of Final Fantasy, where you change jobs on the fly. I'm going to show you just how I make a build by wasting one of my available specification slots to make a DPS Harbinger of Plague build. I'm going to show you just how I get a book of specifications, and then roll from start to finish on what it looks like to make a build happen. This build at the baseline doesn't need a ton of cards, but I've been unsuccessful in getting it to be viable in endgame. This is just for demonstration's purpose alone. Okay, so we have our book now, from the donation point shop. It's significantly more expensive for me due to it being past 8, which is the most expensive book there is. You can get a specification book for honor points. However, if you don't have any unlocked yet, then this should be the route you take. The more specifications, the more expensive it gets. Don't waste them like I did. Let's just organize this first. My inventory is quite cluttered. I prefer to be able to see the book before I use it, not search through all my junk to find it. I only have 2 more free slots once I use this book. I prefer to just farm Mana Storm, rather than prestiging over and over. I have never, ever prestige on this character, ever. Okay, so we have specification 18 unlocked, and when we click and activate it, we'll be treated like a new character. We can't re-roll until we get all abilities and talents from 1 to 70. Notice the dice appeared. We'll card the starting abilities, and nothing more. These are the first 4 abilities we can re-roll for free. We'll card them, then remove them once we get them. My prestige level is 0, proof that I really have not ever re-leveled to 1 again. Nothing wrong with using the system, but scroll farming feels faster for me. The first 4 starting abilities, you can safely use cards on to get what you want. And only before you get the warning message, anything after that is a waste of a card. So let's get our starting abilities, which we can card and remove safely, as long as we don't go past the warning message you'll see. Harbinger of Pestilence uses Wrath, and Haunt mostly, so let's get Wrath at least. And maybe Shadow Bolt, with some Seal of Wisdom for mana sustain. Shadow Bolt could probably be used with Restorative Shadows enchant for energy gain, and Shadow Strikes for Shadow Trance spam. Hey, I told you this isn't for a overpowered build, just showing how people with scrolls use them. Now that we have our cards in a slot, and only for our starting abilities, let's roll them so we can instantly get them without the ranged. It's safe to remove these, once they roll, since I have yet to bypass the message warning me of re-rolling my starting skills. I can remove and place cards freely until then. It is considered safe to do this, as long as you don't roll after the warning message. This method allows me to not waste time re-rolling over and over and over, hoping to get the starting abilities, and removing them, so I can keep them empty until I absolutely need them past the warning message. We do a final check to make sure there isn't anything we missed that is critical for the build. It is advised to already know what you want when rolling. Area 52 is a good place to learn what talents match what skills or core builds, as Elune simply made them talents. So knowing is half the battle when rolling a build. You can freely unlearn abilities in the menu. I take agility because I don't have intellect items. It's okay. This is just for showing how to rapid roll. Here is the warning message. If you roll anything after this message with a card slotted, that slot will use whatever you can obtain and be lost forever. It is important you get those starting abilities first, before you do anything else here. So long as you don't pass this, you are safe to card and remove as much as you want. Now we simply roll until there is nothing left. We cannot re-roll until the game picks what it gives us. Having a tank bear stance is a bad start. We might end up getting bear abilities because of it. This realm wants me to become a bear really, really bad.
I'm a glitch in the system, a star in the dustbin, and I'm calling out to everyone. I'm a glitch in the system, a pick and mix wisdom. I'm a luminescent one. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me which way my life falls. I wanna try, but crystal balls confuse me. Magic gum machine. You never know what you're gonna get on your ass or in your head. That's what he said. Fantasy, it all depends for failing faith in diamond geezers. You don't believe in lesser evils, no margin for fairy tales. Live and die with dying deities, magic in myths prevails. You don't believe in the ascending dream, you see the truth, the shiny, fluffy thing. Fallen stars are still yet to come through. Maybe I am the one for you. But you never know what you're gonna get on your ass or in your head. That's what he said. Close your eyes and all will be well. Magic gotcha game. Don't believe in the ascending dream, you see the truth, the shiny, fluffy thing. Fallen stars are still yet to come through. Maybe I am the one for you. But you don't believe in lesser evils, no margin for fairy tales. Live and die with dying deities, magic and myths prevail. Gum machine, you never know what you're gonna get on your ass or in your head. That's what he said. Close your eyes and all will be well. Magic gotcha game. Magic golden stars still yet to come through. Maybe I am the one for you. Fantasy, it all depends for failing faith in diamond keys. Magic gotcha game. Imagine for fairy tales. Live and die with dying deities. Magic perceptions, wait. Magical perceptions of you and me prevail. Magical perceptions of you and me prevail. Amen. Fate awaits inside this plastic cage. Oh, oh, oh. Gotta escape these empty tales. The abra's deep ahead. Destiny in hand. Careful where it lands. Six good reasons to defy. Battle for the wooden men. Do they live inside? Once before me now. Oh, once forthcoming now. Critical say. With a plastic step, I slip and fall into the net. And by the fall, I'm saved as soon as Ben falls to his death. Voices ringing all around, wailing from their wooden homes. They're stacking by the pairs. Well, did we punch our cards with luck from holy stars? My consciousness are free. With a plastic step, I slip and fall into the net. And by the fall, I'm saved as soon as Ben falls to his death. Voices ringing all around, wailing from their wooden homes. They're stacking by the pairs. Well, did we punch our cards with luck from holy stars? My consciousness are free. With a plastic step, I slip and fall into the net. And by the fall, I'm saved as soon as Ben falls to his death. Careful where it lands. Careful where it lands.
Now that the rolls have stopped, we have a utterly garbage build unfit for even normal dungeons. We fix that by rapid rolling now, with no card slots used. We somewhat got cucked in not rolling a single Harbinger talent. No worries. We have all the card slots empty, and we have a few things we could keep. But let's try and get as many talents as we need with rapid rolling before we use our cards. The left side is what we want to have. The right side is the garbage we get rid of. There is a lot of garbage to get rid of. When we rapid roll, if you notice that the rolls did not use all of your scrolls in the initial roll, it means the game feels you could benefit from the roll. So look at it carefully if you see this. I will highlight this when we begin.
With a plastic step, I slip and fall into the net. And by the fall, I'm saved as soon as Ben falls to his death. Stacking by the pairs. Well, did we punch our cards with luck from holy stars?
despite the many rolls. We still couldn't get the Harbinger series, but we managed to get about 80% of the build without using a single card. So let's get more scrolls from Silas. Since we get free scrolls up until 70, we just don't get the prestige rewards for hitting 60, but that's okay. So now that we've taken the scrolls from Silas, from 1 through 60, that gives up even more rolls to play with. We're going to go ahead and use some cards now to get the Harbinger series, because most of what we need is already obtained. Please note, I could have rolled something proven to be overpowered, but this time, we're going to see if we can get this skill set to do some damage, or at least be useful. Using the cards we have empty, we can swiftly get the core talents to get things rolling. Get it? I've already tested this build before, and can't seem to find the right combinations to make it meta. Sadly, it's just good for some healing and minor damage. Could make for a normal and heroic healer build. But who plays those modes? Don't ask why I picked the Harpy skill. Again. It's because I want to be a plague harpy that brings misfortune to the world. Just like my life. Harbinger should be about getting haunt, and Harbinger bile spam out in a fast motion. And that bile should use your damage over time skills. That would make it so much more fun to play. Damage over time here isn't as big as it could be, because so many other builds dish out so much damage that things don't have time to feel your wrath of disease and plague. I'm a bit bummed out. This game mode is fun when you have at least one farming build that can take on mana storms in a group or what have you. But there is a lack of tanks and healers now. Mana storms at 70 is a bit harder than the original classic mana storms, and it sucks. We've come to this. Anyways, I'm just organizing my skills and setting up what abilities should go where. I'll take this build offline from this channel and work on making it stronger. For now, this serves just to show you how most people get builds going. This video I might have made mistakes, but it should be a solid foundation on how using rapid rolling can almost get you what you need. Might have went faster if I had some abilities lined up to make synergy rolls move faster. But if you watched the rolling process, you saw how I managed to get Wraith and Haunt without using any of my cards. We've barely used our cards. Could have went further with them, but we saved ourselves the trouble of wasting talent and ability slots by keeping them empty. Still a bit puzzled on how we didn't get a single Harbinger card to roll out of it all. That has actually never happened. Be sure to skill up those new abilities and talents with a skill book from the shop or from an NPC book. I'm going to unlearn some stuff that isn't that needed for what I'm going for, and I'll change my main ability to intellect if this doesn't work as well. This entire specification was for testing, so I'm not too sad to waste cards showing you this demonstration. We used the last of our selection to fill in what we missed, or what helps us. I still have many empty slots to use if I need them, and thus, we have a build made without using our slots. This leaves me a chance to get what I need to finish the build. This was using 1,000 talent scrolls and 800 ability scrolls. Some builds that are hard to roll need more, but 1,000 is a good solid number. Anyways, the core build is built, and it isn't mythic ready, but it has the base skills and talents, and just need a ton of optimized gear to work. Not much else left on this. If I picked a meta build, that's how most would rapid roll it. Until next time.
Oh, so suddenly you poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking, so get yourself to safety. 'Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the one and pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm a jet like a hurricane. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Oh, so suddenly, you're poison the air I breathe. But if you don't